The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Green Bay Packers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Let's go now.
On first down, far. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Nothing too fancy there. A simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you're onto something.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. On the counter, here's Jones. And there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Tucker McCann now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
McCann's got it teed up.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
There's a nice move. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for. Right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 'The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Lawrence now off the bootleg.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence.
And Ingram hauls it in. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 5 now. Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll give to Falk up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Far. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Packers in trouble to start play, 6-8 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and 2, Farr drops it to Jones in the flat. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. These two teams all tied after one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Farr. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Farr caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They'll complete this one to Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They go play action with Lawrence. Rolling to his left. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. Touchdown, Jaguars! Devontae Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Get it! Ready.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up nicely with what looks to be a 1st and goal right around the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a give inside for Falk. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Looking to throw. Far. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 87 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Right there, right there. Ready.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the gun on 3rd down. Far. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he's going to have a Packers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Far. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On first down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They'll run on third down with Falk. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. On the handoff, this is Falk. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. The tackle made by Kingsley Enagbare.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw complete there to Smith. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Lawrence's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On the give, here's Fall. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll go right back to the ground with Fall. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Running right, here's Fall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And some space here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll go again to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has him an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
That one good for 37 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Lawrence. This is Smith with a grab. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a toss here, short side. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
2nd down and goal. Lawrence, touchdown! Evan Ingram, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Far. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Off play action. Far. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Back to throw again. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Dobbs, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ready, quick.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's Lawrence. Just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Throwing now, Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now as to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Ready? Hurry!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Open man is the tight end Troutman.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. It's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. Gravity Lions.
Oh, and that nearly ended him. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Ready? 18 ready. 19 right. Panther 11.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for the Jags, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.